What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about the One Piece trading card game. Because I've got good news, and I've got good news, and I've got another one of my friendly reminders for you. So let's start off with the good news. One Piece is properly sold out. Like, One Piece is sold out, like, everywhere. Essentially the first run, the first shipment, call it what you will, of the One Piece trading card game is just absolutely nowhere to be found right now. And this is actually a really good thing. Why is this such a good thing? It means the game's doing well. Like, there is no way right now we can legitimately sit here and try and guess how popular One Piece is going to be. That is absurd and, quite frankly, a little bit stupid, right? It's way too early. What we can do, however, is look for encouraging signs or not encouraging signs. So, if we look at a Transformers trading card game, to take a nice little example, that was a really fun game. But when that launched, it didn't really sell out anywhere, and whereas the first set was available everywhere, by the time we got to the second set, a lot of the bigger stores that had been stocking it, places like Argos in the UK, it's just it's the number one toy retailer in the UK, alright? They weren't stocking it anymore. It was done. And that was a bad sign. And what happened to the Transformers trading card game? Yeah, it didn't last, ladies and gentlemen. It did not last. It lasted like 5 sets, got progressively worse, and frankly, even when set 5 came out, trying to find an actual booster box of that was, it wasn't an easy thing to do. So the fact that it's selling out, yeah, sure, it's frustrating if you're trying to buy the set, but actually, as someone who's a fan of the game and wants to see it carry on and be successful, this is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right now, if I head on over to Amazon, and Amazon is generally quite a nice place to try and buy Japanese products and get them shipped to the UK. I order off Amazon Japan way more than I order off Amazon UK, which may or may not be a good thing. What we see right now is it's just not available. Like, it's just not available to be shipped. It was, and then it sold out everywhere. And now it's not. If I switch to my Japanese address, I've got a Japanese proxy address set up for ordering stuff that won't ship to the UK. What do we find? Hey, I can order it now for 9,650 yen. Oh, yeah, that's not right, ladies and gentlemen. It should be about 5,000 yen. That is roughly about how much it should cost. So basically, right now, I can have it delivered to my Japanese address, just so long as I don't mind paying around about double RRP. Except that's not actually the whole story, because if you note, there is a nice little thing there. This item will be released on August the 24th, 2022. Well, that's not ideal, ladies and gentlemen. That's not ideal at all. You see, it's actually coming out late, and the price has gone and been put up, which is clearly not a good thing. And when we can go and do a similar kind of thing, right? We can go and have a look at Mercari. As a general rule, I'm sure I've mentioned this in videos before, if you're shopping for Japanese stuff, the general rule is you would tend to use Mercari rather than eBay. That's just generally the way things tend to go. Mercari is used more for this kind of stuff than eBay. Then we can go and have a look over there and see roughly how much people are selling boxes for. And right now, well, the last ones we've got, there was one sold for 10,000 yen, a double, like 2 boxes sold for 20,000 yen, and there's currently 4 boxes up there for 40,000 yen, which actually gives us a really nice price of about 10,000 yen per box. Again, the RRP is somewhere around 5,000 yen per box. That is roughly what we would expect to be paying. I mean, if I go and have a look to do a pre-order for the next Digimon set, as an example, BT11, then, and I have actually done this, I'll be honest with you, then what we can see there is that that's currently listed at 4,350 yen. Although I have given you this warning before, having this ship, for some reason, I don't understand why, but for some reason, actually it's 4,419 shipped to the UK. But for some reason, only Bandai products, when you pre-order them on Amazon Japan at the moment, have ridiculous shipping that's like treble what it should be. It should be like 1,500 yen. It comes out at about 4,500, which is weird because if you can find them in stock on release, then they go back down to a regular price, which is really weird. But hey-ho, that's the way it is. And you'll notice that that's there for a nice, reasonable price because that's about what we would expect. But it's not the same with One Piece. So, is it time to panic? No! Because that brings me to my second piece of good news. I told you there were two bits of good news. Good piece of news number one, hey, this set's selling really well, that's a good thing. Good piece of news number two, One Piece are aware of this. Notice of additional shipment of OP01. The second shipment of the first booster, Romance Dawn, is scheduled for the first week of August, and the third shipment is scheduled for the second week of August. The situation varies depending on the store, so please check the arrival status at each store. Yeah, it's still coming out. And I know at the moment the prices I showed you on Amazon are not reflecting that. They are reflecting the new date. They're not actually reflecting the lowering in price. Hold your horses. As more flood the market, they will be forced to lower their prices. Right now, they're basically saying, this is the current price, this is how much we're charging, but it's not going to be here till August. Whereas when it comes to, a few weeks' time when it's actually out, the price will drop down. Basically, this is the worst possible time to try and buy a booster box of Romance Dawn from Japan, because essentially, you're not going to actually get it most of the time. Place like Makari, you might. But if you're on something like Amazon, you're not actually going to get it till August, but you're paying the it hasn't been reprinted, inflated prices, whereas when the reprint actually comes in, then you will be paying the yay, there's a reprint, things are cheaper price, which is generally what we all want to do. And the message here is really simple. Don't panic. And I talk a lot about comparing Bandai with One Piece to Bandai with Digimon, but this is even simpler than that. This is me going back to being a business teacher, and this is me basically saying, don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. Because this is the first set. And put simply, you cannot underprint the first set. There is absolutely no way whatsoever you can underprint the first set. You cannot do it. It doesn't work. It is not an option. The first set, that being Romance Dawn, this is the set that you get people in with. This is the set you overprint to get people in the door because you have to. When you're making any kind of product, there's never any real choice, right? There are two, well, there is a choice, but you can never make the right one is what I mean. Either you print too many and you have unsold stock which you have to sell for lower or a loss. Or you underprint and you give away sales that you could otherwise have made. Either way, it's bad. Either you underprint or you overprint, and you have to make that decision. However, when it comes to the first set of a trading card game, there is no question as to which one you choose. You overprint. And the reason is extremely simple. When you've got a trading card game, like One Piece as an example, you're not trying to get somebody to buy a booster box of Romance Dawn. You're trying to get somebody to buy a couple of booster boxes of Romance Dawn and 2 of each of the first 4 starter decks, and then a couple of booster boxes of the second set, and then the movie starter deck, 2 copies of that, and so on and so forth. That's the entire point of having a trading card game. You're trying to get people to buy continually for a long period of time. And that's why you have to overprint. Because if people want to buy into this game but can't, then what they end up doing is going, all right then, fine, I'll play another card game, and you've lost so much money. By the time you get to set 7, 8, whatever, you know roughly how many you're expecting to sell, and you can risk underprinting because the people that are hooked will find a way to get hold of the product. But the opening sets, you don't. We've already seen Bandai come out and say, hey, look, we're reprinting. They are gonna do it again. And I'm telling you now, if these sell out like the first lot, they're gonna keep doing it, ladies and gentlemen. They are gonna keep doing it. So, in short, the One Piece trading card game has sold out super quickly, and they're doing reprints, and it's all good news, ladies and gentlemen. We should all be excited. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about, well, a whole bunch of stuff, quite frankly, like the One Piece card game. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far, the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.